Hi, Virgos. Welcome in or welcome back to Midnight Morning Readings. Thank you for viewing me today. We are here to do your deeper dive into your 2024 messages for the month of May. So I've already pulled your overarching energy card, which was the seventh chakra, your energy card for May, which is the sixth chakra, and your message card, which was the luck card. So Spirit has already provided some clarifiers for these. So we're going to take the dive into your May reading. So the seventh chakra is all about receiving. That's where you get your download from Spirit. So it's where those messages come in. So this whole year has been about receiving messages and the why behind some things, like why am I asking questions and getting those answers from Spirit in the most unlikeliest of places sometimes, or when you're least expecting it. Because when you're looking for a sign from Spirit, you're not going to find it. And it's really understanding when those messages are coming and recognizing that that is a message from Spirit. And that's what this whole year has been about, is recognizing when you are getting those messages from Spirit. So for the clarifier, so they gave you the Fool as the clarifier. So as you've been progressing through this whole year up to this point, it's been about, like I said, recognizing when you're getting those messages from Spirit. But it's taking those messages and understanding what they mean. And so as you're coming into May and you're looking back over the last 3, 4, 5 months, now you're starting to put some pieces together. Like, oh, that was the message. Like, that's why that was important. And the puzzle pieces are starting to come together because now you've got the Fool, you've got the new beginning that is coming into play. So it's giving you this almost a new perspective or new way of thinking or new way of approaching things, is where I feel this energy is coming from, as these messages are coming. And now you're getting this aha moment, and now it's giving you the direction on how you want to move forward. So the energy card they gave you for May is the sixth chakra, and this is your third eye. This is where you actually are. It's coming from the crown chakra, which is the seventh, getting the message from Spirit. But the sixth chakra is about interpreting it and understanding what that message is. And so now, as you're looking back over these, like I said, last 3, 4, 5 months, you've been seeing these messages, but you haven't been 100% quite like, what does that mean? Am I understanding this message correctly? Does this really make sense? And this is where it's all coming together. You're looking back and you're saying, because you're looking back and you're saying, now I know what that meant, because something is happening during this month that is giving you that aha moment of you're saying, oh, now I understand this, because something had to happen first for you to be able to go back and reflect and be able to understand those messages. So Spirit sends us messages all the time. We may not necessarily understand what the message is. The fact that we receive the message, you will understand what it means when the time is right. Okay? And so this is all coming together in this month. So as a clarifier, they gave you the Four of Swords. So this tells me that all of this work that you've done up to this point, you're getting, not only you've received this download over the past couple of months, but now all of the meaning and the understanding behind it is all coming through. So now you're sitting there saying, okay, now I need some time alone. I need some me time to really do that reflection. I need time to walk outside. I need to go take a long drive or go for a walk or go work in the garden or something where I can really think about these messages, because whatever has happened, whatever needed to happen has happened. And now you're getting the understanding behind it, and it's all coming in at once, and you're taking the time to dissect that information and really understand those messages because the clarity is coming through. because they also gave you the Two of Swords, which is mental conflict. So as you're getting the clarity to these messages you've been receiving for the last 3 to 6 months, now you're kind of sitting here thinking, did I make the right decision at that time? Should I have chosen a different path? Now you're doing this, and what Spirit is saying, don't get caught up in your head. Okay, don't overthink this. All right, you received the message when you were meant to. The clarity and understanding came when it was meant to as well. They don't always come hand in hand or at the same time. So they come when they are meant to. And the understanding happens when all of the significant events have taken place. And that's what Spirit is saying. All of this, everything that has been happening, was all meant to happen in this order for a reason. Don't get too caught up in your head because you're like, well, if I would have understood that message from Spirit 3 months ago, I would have made a different decision. No, because you were meant to understand it when you understood it. Okay, so don't overthink this. Don't get too caught up in your head over this, because the clarifier they gave you was luck. And this is telling me you're on the right path. The decision, don't second guess the decision that you made, because you made it based on what you had at the time, which was the decision you were meant to make. Okay, so as you're going back and reflecting, and you're saying, well, if I would have known that back then, I would have made a different decision. Okay? What Spirit is giving you is saying, if you would have had this information back then and you would have made a different decision, where do you think you would be? Would you be in a better place, or in the same, still in the same place that you're at today, or would you be in a worse place? And how different would this situation have turned out? So Spirit gives you what you need to know at the time you need to know it. So don't overthink this message, but you're getting this clarity, and this is confirmation from Spirit saying you're on the right path. You've been making the right choices. You're exactly where you are meant to be, because the card says you are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. So that's confirmation for you. Don't second guess the decisions you make. Don't get caught up in your head. Okay? Think about them, reflect on them, see where you're at today, and move forward. You're on the right path. Spirit gave you justice. This is about balance. This is about finding where everything comes together. And that's what this month is all about. Is now you're getting this understanding and this clarity, and you're taking the time to understand everything and sort through everything. But now is the time to find the balance. The upheaval is over. The time to process is now. Okay? So don't get too caught up in things, because you're finally starting to find some level playing ground where you don't feel like you're constantly up and down and the road is rocky all the time. Because the time for suffering and silence, this is the Nine of Swords, the time is almost over. It's almost done. Because they gave you the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands in the tarot deck is the only card that doesn't have a person on it, because it moves so fast and moves so quickly, you can't see them. Okay? This isn't necessarily the Wheel of Fortune. This is, everything is starting to come together. The understanding, the knowledge, the recognition, the aha moment. Because now that you have all of the information, you have all of the pieces put together, it's going to go very quickly, because now you're going to start putting it together very, very quick, very fast, and you're going to see the picture like that. And this is where Spirit is saying the suffering, the turmoil that you have been experiencing is almost done. It's almost over, because now that the picture is becoming more and more clear, now you're going to be starting to see things progress very quickly. Okay? So you're at a very pivotal point, and we'll be approaching mid-year here coming up next month. So over this time, as you're approaching that time, you're going to start seeing like, okay, like this last 6 months, now I get why I've been where I've been at for the last 6 months to a year, something like that, because you're seeing all of the clarity coming through. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what, get a final message card from Spirit for this reading as we wrap up. And that popped out very quickly. It's very interesting. They gave you a message in a bottle. And this is very fitting and complementary to this reading, because all of this in your sixth chakra, the downloads are becoming clear, and you're getting that clarity, and your intuition is kicking in because the messages are becoming clear. They're giving you the answers to your questions as you are moving forward with this. Don't get caught up in your head. You know, the anxiety, the turmoil that you have been in is coming to an end because the clarity is coming. Because you're understanding why everything has happened. You're getting the answers to your questions. And you're feeling very good about moving forward because you're getting that confirmation you made the right decision as you're approaching mid-year. So I really feel that you're going to be seeing huge amounts of changes, leaps and bounds, very, very quickly over the next month or two, as we're leading up into your birthday season in the fall, late summer, early fall. Okay, that's your message for the month. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it helped. Please hit that like, subscribe, and share button on your way out, and leave any comments as this message resonates with you. And we'll see you back here next time, Virgos. Take care.